What's up, ladies and gentlemen? So today we're going to talk about how celebrities have been starving themselves to get to the fame and riches and have the body that I guess they all want. I don't know if you guys have seen, but Ice Spice recently posted a photo of herself and she looked like melted slushy. I don't know, warm water. She didn't look like Ice Spice no more. I mean, she lost all her weight, and granted, that's how she got on, was thick hips, big cheeks, and she made it wobble. She made it earthquake. But now she's fell into the Ozempic, I guess, or she's fell into the super strenuous workout plans, and she has melted down to nothing. I mean, she kind of looks like she's on drugs if you ask me, but I mean, hey. But we're gonna review this one, and we're gonna do a reaction on why celebrities are starving themselves, guys. Now, if you enjoy this video, make sure you leave a like down below. Also subscribe. You see, yeah, my camera was struggling right there, but I got a kitty for Christmas. That was my Christmas gift this year. I hope you guys had a wonderful Christmas, and I hope you enjoyed this video. But let's dive right into this crazy reaction, and this is by Tommy NFG. Shout out to Tommy NFG. But we're gonna talk about why these celebrities are starving themselves. Let's dive right in.
Being a celebrity requires you to change your body to Hollywood norms at any moment it's popular. Whether it be through plastic surgery to look like a wax figure on video 24/7, whether it be to suck up all the fat through your body and put it in your butt, Hollywood is notorious for making people go through egregious things just to fit the role of what people expect. And for the past 10 years or so, that standard was the one and only BBL. The BBL stood king for the longest because something men like more than money is spending that money on a girl with a fat. The switch from Tatas being the Hollywood standard to the BBL was aggressive. We had no wait time for real. It just came through in one swoop and destroyed everything behind it. I don't think there's any more boob guys for real. It's kinda sad. It's like they all got genocided in a decade. And I'm
No, let's slow down. I still like my boobies, man. I mean, them BBLs is nice, but I still like my boobies. Who else agrees? No one? No one.
not saying all the girls in Hollywood who have big butts got them through BBLs, but the ones you immediately saw go from the most petite, skinny woman ever to having one you can back up in a parking garage were obvious. And most people attribute this rise to two people, Kim Kardashian and Nicki Minaj. Kim K's was crazy because she went from looking like Taylor Swift in the Eras tour one year to Kim Kardashian. She looked good before still, so I don't even know why she decided to do it, but it was probably the best decision she ever made in her life. I remember all the jokes growing up I heard about Kim's BBL. There were so many TV shows that would make fun of it.
Network sustainable in this new streaming world? No! No!
Kim, what's wrong? A black ball went to waste.
And it officially became the Hollywood norm. Same with Nicki Minaj too, who as soon as the Anaconda music video dropped back in 2014, it was solidified. I know so many that had their sexual awakening as soon as this video came out. At that moment, it was basically you either had to get a BBL or work out to get a fat ass, or you were gonna fall off as a female celebrity. It started off as just a celebrity requirement, but now it's become more and more of a requirement for some women, to the point where they'll take out loans just to get a BBL surgery.
That's just crazy. That is crazy. You women are taking out loans to get a BBL? I mean, I'm one of those guys. I don't know if you guys agree, all the gentlemen watching this video, but I'm not a fan of BBLs. I feel like women can't wipe their own ass. When they get a BBL, I feel like you definitely still have toilet paper balls in between your ass because you couldn't wipe good enough. And then let alone, so how the human body was made and how everyone's body is made, it conforms to the length of your arms, your legs, how tall you are, how much weight you have. You can't just throw a dump truck on a twig that you found off the street. You can't just throw a dump truck on a twig, and your arms aren't long enough to wipe your ass. I hope you guys all have bidets at home because your arms aren't long enough to wipe your own ass. I mean, let's be real here. I mean, and then, one thing I always say is BBLs, they give women an oatmeal booty look. Like your butt looks like an oatmeal pie. I'm being dead serious. I've never seen a good looking BBL. I mean, even Nicki Minaj, her butt looks like an oatmeal pie. I mean, when you look at it, if she turns her back to you, It's wide and it's flat. It has depth. Yeah, it's deep, but when you look at the actual form, it's flat. It's like an oatmeal pie, man. It's all dimpled up. I couldn't imagine what it looks like without the makeup and without the spray tan and without the clothes. It definitely has craters. And I know Kim K looks the same. I remember I seen a video of Kim K's. She was in a bikini or something, and her ass looked like it looked like a 65-year-old woman's ass behind her, man. We got to stop this nonsense, man. The BBLs is through, man. I like a natural body.
Paying off a BBL like you pay off a car note is insane work. Unless you got a sugar daddy set up right after, you better have the money ready for it. I think most of y'all also know this, but BBLs are also a very dangerous surgery. One of the most dangerous, actually, which makes it even scarier that it's become a norm. When the doctors inject that fat from one part of your body to another, if it gets injected too deeply into the butt, it can cause something called a fat embolism, which blocks blood flow to your vital organs like your heart or lungs and leads to death. So some girls out there take the risk of having a fat or potentially having all their organs get suffocated and dying a painful death. That might be worth it if you're a famous celebrity and it's gonna make you more popular, but what are you doing as a standard civilian working a 9 to 5 thinking it's gonna do for you? And of course this can be prevented a lot more if you have a more qualified and certified plastic surgeon, but a lot of times they'll fly out to a country that has a less certified plastic surgeon just so they can get the surgery cheaper and fly back. I don't think you should put your life at risk just to save a couple of thousands of dollars. Unless that's how much you really think your life's worth, then go ahead, I guess. After the process, you can't even sit down properly for the first couple of weeks because the actual incision needs to heal. So you'll see videos people post of planes full of women who take the same flight to get a BBL in a cheaper country, and they're all in awkward sitting positions so they don't damage the actual surgery.
So I got on my flight today, and everyone seated around me just had surgery. They didn't know each other. Remember, ladies, if you're getting a BBL, don't forget about the flight home.
How you got all that money to afford a flight to another country and get a surgery, but you still flying economy? Make it make sense. If one thing goes awry with the surgery later on too, it can go from being perfectly shaped to looking like Droopy from Looney Tunes. You can see this happen to celebrities.
I told y'all what I tell you. I mean, if you look at the curvature, it looks good, but it looks like too much, doesn't it? I mean, I don't know. Is that just me? But it looks like it's too much. I mean, she must have to spread fully. She has to spread when she sits on the toilet. If not, that little toilet seat is going to pinch everything shut and nothing is going to come out. So there's some type of art form with actually sitting on the toilet to take a shit, man. She has to spread and sit. That's insane work right there. That is insane work. I mean, let me tell y'all, that is insane. That is insane work. But I want to see if they give a full-blown backside view, because that right there, that's definitely oatmeal pie-ish. You know, and I wonder what it feels like. It's probably firm, or if it's not firm, then when you squeeze it, you might feel a little bit of lumps like old oatmeal. Oatmeal pies, man. Like I said before, it's oatmeal pie ass season, man. And I hope this stuff goes away in 2025. I really do.
Celebrities all the time, and the photos look absolutely disgusting.
Oh, look at the thigh to ass ratio. Look at the leg. Look at the leg. What is she sitting on, a basketball? This is terrible, man. What is going on? Nicki Minaj, you're so pretty, but she has it the worst. And these women don't realize that they're going to age with this ass on them. It's not going to look good. It's not going to look good at all.
year, it's seeming like this BBL culture is starting to die down, which good riddance. I don't know about y'all, but I got tired of this. Don't get me wrong, I still like but I'm more of a natural guy. But just as fast as it's getting kicked out, it's getting replaced with another extreme norm already: Ozempic. Now, we've all heard Ozempic this year. I don't gotta explain it much. It's a prescription medication given to people with diabetes to help promote better blood sugar control and help prevent heart attacks. People realize though, any person without diabetes could take it and shed weight like no tomorrow. A bunch of celebrities this year started taking it, and some even admitted to it, like Oprah. There's a lot of celebrities who haven't admitted they're on it though, and people are assuming who's on it based off their looks. Ice Spice probably being the biggest. Now, I speak for everyone when I say Ice Spice became big because of her amazing, wonderful talent and her amazing voice and singing ability.
Oh yeah, right. Yeah, right.
Yo, who the f is this? Yeah, Ice Spice for the past 6 months has been getting accused of using Ozempic, because going from this a year ago to this is a little drastic, right, guys?
That's worse than drastic. She looked like the crackhead. She looked like the crackhead at the liquor store. Let him put a dress on and a wig. Look at the jawline. What happened? Look at the... This girl has shedded off everything, including some organs. She done shedded off her fame. She done shedded off the wiggle. She ain't eating. Man, what are you trying to do? Become a model? You ain't got it like that. I'm sorry. Carrot Top, you ain't got it like that. Sweetheart, you ain't got it.
No one knows why she's deciding to completely shed off her image and change. I think the only reason why people are so shocked and are accusing her of using Ozempic is if you go through a natural diet and start hitting the gym, as long as you do it right, for guys, you can lose weight and keep good muscle on. And for girls, you can lose fat and still keep your butt intact. If you use Ozempic though, it sheds everything, including your fat and muscle, which is kind of what it's been looking like for her. Like, her ass fat got disintegrated and swallowed whole by the rest of her body. She's denied using it already and said it's because she's been working out more and hitting the gym, which could be true. We truly don't know unless if it gets leaked that she's on it or she admits herself that she's been on it. But that brings up more of the question: is Hollywood completely changing its beauty standards again? Because a lot of the girls known for their big butts that, let's be real, had part of their fame attributed to it, are starting to shed down like Ice Spice is. Megan Thee Stallion also started to shed off her weight this year. The queen of BBLs, Kim K, started to shed off her weight. It's drastic how much things have changed in the past year. I will say now, even though a lot of these celebrities are most likely on some type of weight loss enhancing drug or Ozempic, people be accusing any celeb that loses weight for being on it. Lizzo this year has been sharing her weight loss transformation, and she's been sharing videos on TikTok of her in the gym. From my own experience losing weight off naturally, you can tell hers is more natural because it's been a gradual weight loss and she's still going through it. Sucks we can't make Lizzo fat jokes anymore. That was my go-to.
Like, I know I'm big, but I'm not that big. Like, look.
Why they do that to Lizzo? Why they do that to Lizzo? Why they do that to her, man? That was funny. That was actually funny. But he did have a good point with Hollywood going through a transition right now in the beauty standards in the females, the American Idols. I've noticed it too. I've noticed a lot of the females are shedding all their chunk off. They're trying to get rid of some of that wiggle and bring in some of the skinny, which, I mean, I guess that's a good thing, because I feel like the BBL scene and the super thick scene, all of that stuff kind of drip feeds down to the normal society. They're not really in the normal society bracket, but it bleeds down to the normal society. And then you have the people in Walmart with BBLs looking absolutely terrible. I don't know where they got it from. They probably got it from Mexico or something, but it looked absolutely terrible. I don't think anyone should get a BBL at all. And if BBLs aren't done in America, why do you need to do it? I mean, who are you trying to look like? Let's put it in that way. Who are you trying to look like? Because if you did a poll of 10 men and you ask which men like the BBL and which men wanted a natural bodied woman, I'm pretty sure 9 out of 10 of the men will like the natural body. And that's probably why the celebrity life and, upper echelon is reversing back to natural bodies or a natural body look. There's nothing natural about them, but they're going back to the look.
Fatality.
If we were to bet whose weight loss is more natural between Lizzo and Ice Spice, I would personally put my money on Lizzo. This video isn't even to hate on these celebs using Ozempic though. The public just wants them to be honest about it, because if you lie and say you're doing everything all natural, then it sets a bad society standard and makes people think they can shed off all that weight fast. I still would want them to recommend people not to do it unless their doctor says so, because the long-term effects aren't the best, especially if you're someone not suffering from diabetes already doing it. And the drug is meant for people on diabetes, so you don't want to take away from someone that would actually need it. It's always better to naturally do it. You'll probably never be as perfect looking as the celebs on Ozempic, but long-term for your life, you will reach damn near close to that if you stay on the right path. And you'll actually be able to live longer. It's no different when these female celebs go on Ozempic and lie about it on interviews than the bodybuilder celebs like The Rock who try to say they don't use steroids. Not a single person in the world believes The Rock is natty. I believe Osama bin Laden ran a peace organization before that. Another one people are talking about is Ariana Grande and her weight transformation. Ariana Grande has always been pretty skinny, and no one considered her a contender of someone that would start to lose weight. In the past couple of months though, people have noticed she's started to become skinnier and skinnier to the point of concern. Like when someone who's skinny becomes skinnier, then it's a sign there might be a body dysmorphia problem. Some say it's because her movie role in the movie Wicked, where she had to prepare to look best for the role. But you're telling me the directors as a requirement told her she needs to lose weight? That wouldn't even make any sense. Now, I don't think it's Ozempic per se. If she went on Ozempic,
She is looking kind of small right there. She's definitely looking really small right there. I mean, damn. But she's also aging. She's getting older. I'm thinking it could be due to the movie role. I don't know why she would have had to get even skinnier, because she was a pretty good looking chick. I mean, she had a good looking body, but now once your collarbone and all that, you know, the chest plate and cavity starts to show, all right, we got a little problems. You need to drink some water or something, because girl, you looking dehydrated. But I'm hoping it was all for a good cause. I hope she's not going through anything crazy, but she is kind of looking a little crazy there. I mean, don't she look crazy? She looks quite skinny.
I think she straight up would have dropped dead after a month. When someone a decent sized weight goes on Ozempic, they already look like they starved themselves for a month straight right after. Even her co-star in the movie's been getting accused of using Ozempic. For Ariana Grande, if it was to be something, it would probably be more of an eating disorder than Ozempic, which would be sadder. She's talked about how she struggled with her body image a lot in the past too. So people gotta be careful the way they're talking about her body and stuff, you know, because you never know what she's going through. It might be something that's actually really personal. You know, I hope she's good and all. If she does need help, I hope she gets it. The whole build-up release to the movie Wicked was very strange though. Both her and her co-star would be acting strange is the only way to put it in interviews.
This week, people are taking the lyrics of Defying Gravity and really holding space with that and feeling power in that.
I didn't know that was happening.
I've seen it, yeah.
That's really powerful.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's what I wanted.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I didn't know that was happening.
I've seen it on a couple posts.
I heard people who watched the movie really enjoyed it, at least there's that. If they was doing all these weird antics, only for the film to be a hot steaming pile of both of them would never hear the end of it for their entire careers. So to wrap it all up, this could just be a point of time where Ozempic came out and everyone's rushing to do it because it's the cool new thing. Or it could be a complete culture shift, just like how the BBL came in and changed the game. It used to be like this before though. I don't know how many people remember. All you saw on billboards in the 2000s and before was just the skinniest models of all time. All I can say is the gym is the way and natural is always best. I started 4 years ago and I've never looked back. But let me know what y'all think of this whole situation. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. As always, I love you guys consensually. And until next time, I'm out.
That was a pretty good analysis on how the weight shift is changing. Let me know what you guys think down below. Do you think celebrities are starving themselves or using Ozempic, or they're just going to the gym and they're looking for a change? 2025 is back to natural bodies. This is a W for us men, because the BBL and the toilet paper balls left in the cheeks, not the play. Not the wave at all. Not the wave. But you guys, YouTube has picked out a video just for you to watch next. Make sure you sit back and enjoy that one. Until next time, folks, I will see you in the next one.